Hi everyone. Today we have a beautiful energy of the equinox, and equinox, as I have spoken of before, also. But if you've not seen that older video, equinox is about balancing your energies. It's a very important time when energetically it is possible for the feminine and the masculine energies to come together and balance themselves out. Now, one important aspect is that, because this equinox is happening in this window of the eclipses, we saw an extremely powerful, lunar eclipse, and we are going to enter a solar eclipse very, very soon. This is also a very powerful time according to the Hindu calendar. This is a time when, for this time interval between the last full moon and the next new moon, um, respects are paid to the ancestors, and it is believed that anybody who has departed is going to visit their families, and many of you may be having such visitations in dreams of the people that you loved and lost, or such energies will be present in subtler ways. I remember many years ago, several years ago, I didn't know that this time period had started. Of course, I was aware of this since I was a child because of, it was always acknowledged in my family and stuff. But a few years ago, I forgot that, this time period has started. And I remember that I started having vivid dreams of, um, you know, some people that I used to go to school with, one particular person who had passed on later on, right, around that time, and I had long conversations with the soul of this person in the dream, and then I had another dream, of someone else who had departed, and then I woke up and I thought that, has this time period started? And I checked online and it actually had. So it's very true. Whether or not you're aware of, this being that time period, it is that time period when ancestors are honored, ancestors are valued. If you feel, you've lost a loved one, it's an incredible time to honor them, respect them, send them your prayers, donate in the name of this person, donate with, the intention that the goodwill of the donation goes to them. These are just some basic rituals that happen, especially on the new moon that will be coming in, which will also be a solar eclipse next month. Early next month we'll be seeing that, I think on the 2nd. We will have a very potent time on the new moon to honor the ancestors. Many rituals take place. If you are a Hindu, then you already know what rituals take place. Okay. And if you're not, you simply can just honor them by remembering them in your prayers, by offering something, offering food, offering fruits, offering something, some money, some assistance to anybody in the name of the loved ones, that or in your own altar of prayer you can always offer a prayer for the peace of the soul. And it's a good thing to do because we are all connected. We are a web of life, as something you realize so much when you come on this journey, that everything is so interconnected. So even the departed loved ones, they've just moved on from one dimension to the other. So, it's not that the connection is over, the connection persists and it always stays. And the belief system has always been that how do we assist those who are passing on? If sometimes the soul has too many attachments to this life, or the soul doesn't leave the body in the right way, in a peaceful way, then it needs a certain assistance. Of course, there are spirit guides available to do that, but if you are genetically related, there is a lot of influence that you can create on this particular soul by doing certain rituals that were shared by realized beings. So whatever feels right to you, you can do your own research as well. There is a plenty of stuff there online that you can do. It's always good to do that. It's always good to respond to being a part of this web of life, including to the lives that have departed, to whom we owe so much. As well as when we're walking on the spiritual path, we also want to not be processing or living out ancestral patterns and ancestral karmas, because those are very deeply embodied and embedded rather in the DNA that we carry. So a lot of it, in India was also for spiritual seekers important because they wanted to distance themselves from, the compulsive tendencies which have been ancestrally inherited. So moving from unconsciousness to consciousness, which is also your twin flame journey. So one aspect that I want to share today, and on this specific day when we have an opportunity to balance our energies, and that we're going through this beautiful eclipse window, is that it's a very potent time right now to clear away your energetic blocks. So many of you would have experienced a few days before the full moon, a lot of vivid dreams started to happen because it was a full moon in Pisces. So, you purged out a lot of that. The blocks that were very, very deeply embedded in the unconscious, and also some emotions that were buried, some anger and grief and such things that you would have experienced was coming to the surface for it to be released in the dream state. And sometimes the experience could have been that with just closing your eyes you saw a lot of old stuff almost in a psychedelic motion, how you'd see in a cartoon movie, something like that. It's not making sense. It's like a pot full of memories and hurts and impressions. So many of such impressions you have purged recently, and you will continue to do this also in the solar eclipse, because that also leads to a lot of changes, in the physical life, a lot of changes in your twin flame journey. It brings a very new kind of an energy. So the power of eclipses is that eclipses always bring to the surface that which is hidden, and the lunar eclipse especially affects the feminine energy, and the solar eclipse especially affects the masculine energy. Both these energies are present within you. So, and also of course without you, in the 3D counterpart of your twin flame. So you're going through this massive purging, and right now is a very good time to allow all those deeply buried emotions to come up. Naturally they are coming up, so hold awareness for them. Don't run away from them, don't distract yourself. One important thing that people do is that, not important, one unfortunate thing that people tend to do is avoid their emotions. I don't want to look into that. It's too painful, or there is a natural tendency to become avoidant of your pain and your emotions and your feelings, and it's a very deep tendency, extremely deep in some people, including in twin flames. It is so deep that they get triggered, if you will look into something, if you urge them to look into their childhood, they don't like it, they don't want to look at it, they want to believe the same narratives, or they don't want to kind of go deep within to understand why is there pain. Any kind of pain that you're experiencing, it can be understood, it can be felt, and it can be deeply, you can release it from the source, from where it is emerging, something within that you've not accepted, or something you've misconstrued, or something you have believed to be true which is not in consonance with the reality of who you are, or something very painful, something with a deep rejection. So you need courage to see that. So this is an incredible time period because you have all the support when all of this is coming up so effortlessly. This is the most important time period for you to hold awareness to what comes up. Maintain a journal if you have to. Do your inner, this awareness to, holding your awareness to look into what is coming up, the blocks, in your journey, the blocks in your union, the blocks in your receptivity, all of that stuff. There is a lot that I have shared on Patreon recently at tier 2 level. There are exercises that I've shared. I'll be posting a meditation very soon. And I've explained something about receptivity, and I'll be posting about receptivity. And I also recorded an oracle card reading, which was very powerfully channeled for this time period, this eclipse window, that I'll specific to only those who subscribe to Patreons. It's a smaller number of people, so it's timeless messages. If that resonates with you, you can always go on Patreon. If you feel called to do that, you can. So one aspect that you all can do right now is hold awareness for all these dense emotions that are coming, because energies are very supportive of you releasing these blocks. You will notice that even higher powers are interested in helping you to release these blocks. You will notice that dreams are coming which are giving you messages about, oh, you do this, you do that, you know to dissolve this block, or you believe in this, and other such things as well. And one message that I received in my own dream, which I felt was to be shared here on the channel, was that sometimes if you have especially some kind of an experience in your education, in your schooling, in the subjects that you studied that you didn't want to study, maybe something which was not aligned with your feminine nature. Let us say you studied sciences, or you studied hardcore economics, or something very deeply mathematical, or something like that, which you felt was something you had to do because your parents wanted you to do it, and it was not aligned with it, or maybe IT or computers, or something technical. But your general innate sense was more aesthetic in nature. It was more towards the softer things. You wanted to maybe study literature, or history, or art, or something like that, but you didn't have the opportunity to do that. Then there is trauma with regards to that. There is trauma with regards to ignoring that side of you which is very deeply inherent. So this is a very specific message which will not be for everybody. But if this is resonating with you, then this is that opportunity for you to release it, because energies are supporting you to visit that place where sometimes that what you have to do is, for lack of a better term, it's something like a soul retrieval. You lose a part of yourself in certain places, to certain people, to certain situations in the past, and in your journey you have to recover those lost parts of yourself, because you've given your power away. You've started believing negative things, things which are not true about you. You've started living life from the defense mechanisms that were built because of that trauma. All that stuff has happened. So you are given this opportunity in your journey time and time again to revisit these places, especially the flashbacks that you have, or certain triggers that you receive on your journey through your twin as well, to look into the past where such a dissociation happened from your true self, and reclaim your true self. Give yourself the voice that you need. There is a lot of focus on the throat chakra right now. There are energies and sensations present there. There are blocks present there in the throat chakra. These can symbolize your lack of authentic expression, and this goes back to that the bit that I shared, the subjects that you studied, or something you pursued in college or in school. Maybe a very bad structure in school, maybe very painful schooling, that you didn't know the schooling was bad. You thought, oh, school was okay. But if you will really look within, there would be some instances, if there was a lot of strict discipline in the school, that always thwarts your innate self. If teachers told you to be quiet and you then started being quiet, that also happens. Children are very impressionable. So that has blocked the throat chakra, that is not allowing this authentic expression to take place. So energies are very supportive to allow you to be more authentic, to express yourself authentically, and let those abusive experiences be released from your system. Maybe in your reality such experiences are coming up right now, and they are all mirroring to you something from the past, where you started giving your power away to what others think you should do, what others think you should be like, what somebody else thinks you deserve, or what somebody else thinks is a good idea, to be this way or to be that way. This is a powerful time. You do this and it will help you. Okay, so I've covered a few things here. I've of course covered that this is a time period of honoring your ancestors. Do the best that you can. In the next, we have almost 10 more days to do this. Especially the new moon is going to be very powerful to do this. Do your research and understand if a loved one has passed on. How can you utilize these energies and the visitations that happen of the souls back to their families and everything like that, to honor them, offering food to people, and all of that stuff. Even one person you can help in whatever way feels natural to you, anybody who needs it. So and the second part that I've shared is that equinox is about balancing your energy. So it is an incredible day to balance your energies. Maybe you'd want to go back and anchor yourself into your yogic sadhana, into any kind of meditations that you've been undertaking. This is a great day to do that. A third thing that I've shared with you is, because it's an eclipse window, what we are experiencing is a lot of release of the feminine energy, the blocks to the receptivity of the feminine. and we will also start seeing a lot of outward changes after the solar eclipse, around the solar eclipse, physical shifts happening in life, major transitions happening. So because energies will keep changing, they'll keep shifting, a movement will happen. Sun is about the dynamism, sun is about activity, so all of that is going to happen. Whatever activities, like I said, eclipses mean all that is hidden comes to the surface during this time period. So anything that was needing to be changed, will start changing. And one important aspect is that energies are supportive. Higher energies are helping you to release your blocks, especially throat chakra blocks, which are about authentic expression. So look within and see, where am I not authentically expressing myself? Where is it coming from in my childhood? Did something happen there? And all that stuff. Okay. And specifically, the subject that I mentioned, if you studied something not in alignment with what you wanted to study, there is something there that you have to look at, which is coming from a dream that I had, which was not applicable to me. So this is all, guys. Have a beautiful day. I'm sending you a lot of love. And if you wish to work one-on-one with me, we go very deep in these sessions. We work at an intuitive level. We work at a subconscious level as well. We look into the energy blocks, that are coming up for you in your union, in your journey. And my guidance helps you for several months to come. So you can book, any of the sessions that are on there on the webpage, the link to which I have shared in the description box. The first link, you click on it, you can see, and then email me to book a session at a mutually convenient date and time. I proceed, with these sessions on email, where I share, the next steps with you and all of that. Okay. And you can also subscribe to my Patreon. It's a very rich library of a lot of how-to videos. If you have receptivity to what I share here on YouTube, you will really enjoy Patreon. It goes very deep. If you'd like to understand more about your inner blocks, and you have a lot more questions about your own inner journey, it can start helping you shift. So you see the library of videos. If the topics call you, you can definitely subscribe to tier 1 and tier 2. And I post regularly on Patreon. I'm sending you a lot of love. Have a beautiful day. Bye.